Hello.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back
To Yo Hablo
Lo que me da la gana.
with your host
Natasha.
and Lorena.
We're back for an episode 2. So, what's up, you guys?
How's it going? How's everyone? How are you doing, Natasha?
I'm good. It's morning, you know. It's a little...
I woke up a little bit tired.
Me
Didn't
too.
sleep that much last night.
Me neither.
So I woke up
What time did you sleep?
like around... So I go in and out of sleep because I'm always like tossing and turning. So I like look at my phone. So then it was like 3, right? Then I checked again. Then it was like 4:30. And then I was like, damn, I need to go to sleep. But yeah, and then I woke up and then I had a bunch of stuff to do, and then the kids are at home. So it was a eventful morning for a little sleep.
You know, that's funny because I was going to text you to just come at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I can't not come at 9:30. Okay.
All right, you guys.
I just wanted to start off with a little humorous question for y'all, for Natasha. So my question is to rank your potato sides.
Taters.
So you got hash browns. You got mashed potatoes. You got tater tots. You got, what else did I say? Tater tots, mashed potatoes, hash browns. Did I say hash browns?
Yeah.
Okay, hash browns. Then what, like regular baked potatoes?
Or like French fries.
Oh, French fries. That one I know.
Okay, so...
We got rank them. What's your favorite? What's your least favorite?
You know my favorite are mashed potatoes.
Oh,
I love mashed potatoes. Girl. Okay, so that's definitely my first. And then I would say baked potato.
Ooh.
Con el relleno, like with the la crema, con la cebollita, la salsa. Ooh, girl. You know? And then I would have fries. Then I would have tots and then hash browns.
Ooh.
Last, unfortunately.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm with you on the mashed potatoes. That's a favorite. That's a must. Then, I love hash browns and tater tots, but I'd put hash browns second, then tater tots, and then I'd have to go with baked potatoes last.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we agree that we love mashed potatoes.
What y'all like? Answer the question. We obviously can't hear our answer, but
Answer it.
yeah. Just a little thing to start off to kick off this episode. We're going to go into more heavy topics again. Talk about just racism, discrimination, things that are still relevant and
Very much so.
Still going on. So we thought we should definitely continue our talk from last time into this podcast. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing.
And speaking of, I mean, I've noticed that on the media, actually, there has been no coverage. Like on my timeline now, I don't see any real like tweets or videos anymore about the Black Lives Matter movement or about police brutality. Like I feel like it's dying down.
Yeah.
And
like
I know it's not though. In the cities, you know, protests are so strong. There are peaceful protests. I feel like they were wanting to cover a lot more of the not so peaceful protests, but the media is really not covering what's going on still.
Yeah, the media, like I haven't seen, like obviously I've seen some, but not as much as when the whole Black Lives Matter movement started.
Oh, yeah. We would see it like every, like the whole timeline was just that, you know?
Every second, just something new. A petition to sign, something to donate to, protest to go to, things, just news to keep us updated, you know? But yeah, I do agree with the whole, like the protests are still going on.
Oh, they're strong. Yeah. They really are. We just are not seeing it. It's not being broadcasted. The news, don't even talk about the news. It's nowhere on the news anymore. But, you know, if I see it, I try to retweet and just put it back on the timeline there. If I can, of anything, and just put it back on people's minds so they see it.
Yeah, do you think, like, the whole government is like, I guess,
Covering.
taking it, or like not like taking it down, or
Oh yeah.
not allowing it to be popular as much.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not even trending anymore.
I know.
They have so much power, dude. Like, they literally take things down. You know, there's videos that, you know, or were popping up. They keep taking them down everywhere.
Yeah.
Even on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I don't know about Instagram. I don't have Instagram anymore.
And then things that are like trending are like not things that like should not be trending at all.
Are trending.
So it's like kind of weird.
They want to bring it back to their normality.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's really sad to see that your own government, like, they're paying news outlets and medias to not cover what we should really be.
Yeah, it's something we should definitely be talking about constantly, like every
and
single day.
knowledgeable of, you know?
Yeah, I don't know why they would not want us to be talking about this. Like
they don't want change. They don't want the change that we want.
Yeah, which is crazy because like the government like versus the people.
Basically, and you think about that, how much power they hold and how much power we hold when we're united. They don't want us to be united.
Yeah, that's true. They don't want us to have they don't want us to basically uprise against them because they know that they're fucked.
For sure. Man, I think, you know, we still got to keep strong. We got to keep spreading the word and keep making people aware, because I see that it's dying down on media. I know that, you know, people are still talking about it and going out there protesting, but bring it back.
Yeah, what I see now, it's like a lot of, the Black Lives Movement is still there and it has died down. But what I've been seeing a lot of is like people taking videos of racist and like posting them.
Oh yeah, they have been for a while anyway.
I don't know if you saw, but there was like this town. I'm not sure what town it was. I'm not sure if it was Tulsa or another city around there, but there was it wasn't a protest or anything, but it was just like a bunch of like a group of racist people, like
white supremacists
on the streets, like on the sides, and then this girl with a sign saying like Black Lives Matter. She's walking through them, and then they later beat her up.
Wow. You know, I've seen a couple videos like that where there's just, you know, these white supremacists. I literally saw a sign in a video that said Black lives do not matter.
Damn.
I was like, what the fuck?
It's just crazy because the men that were beating, I mean, they were men.
Men beating her up?
Dude.
Wow.
Racist ass white men were beating up this girl for just holding up a sign that's saying Black Lives Matter. I mean,
it's insane. Like, what? I really want to know what's going on through their minds to be like, Black lives don't matter. They really just said that. I don't get it. I don't get what's going on in their, you know, mind, their thought process.
I would definitely love to interview a racist.
Me too. Oh, girl, the psychology there.
Oh, and it's not even to like bash them, or
it's to understand the way they're thinking.
Yeah, because I don't get it.
Like, their logic is not logical.
It doesn't make any type of sense.
Their arguments are so just not valid. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like when somebody tells me they're gonna still vote for Trump,
I'm like, but why?
Like, I'm sorry. So
especially a woman.
Oh, he's sexist. He's racist. Yes. He's racist. He's
like, a liar. You know, he doesn't really know how to communicate, and he'll blatantly lie or just cover it up. And I'm just like, you guys are so blind.
Oh my God, I've never been like talking with a Trump supporter or a racist at all, and I think God wants to keep it that way.
Yeah, like I've spoken to conservatives, right?
Yeah,
but not a racist, not like that, and I would like to too,
especially
as well. You should interview one podcast.
Especially a Hispanic Trump supporter. That is something that I like. I already don't get why you're a Trump supporter.
And a black Trump supporter. Because do you know that one girl? She's really famous, and like people always, you know, the white supremacists use her as their token of, oh, black people can support Trump as well. Like the one that would walk the carpets and have like this Trump dress.
Oh, I
That
saw
literally said
that
Trump.
Trump dress. I just don't know what her name is.
I forgot her name, but her, and she's like the face of their, excuse for, oh yeah, they can support us too.
Exactly. Like, I don't get how you can support somebody that's literally trying to take your people out of this country.
I don't know. I feel like they're just brainwashed on this. I don't get their logic either. They're racist to their own kind sometimes, and I'm like, what?
Oh, heck yeah. Dang.
But, there it is. And then they also reopened the case, didn't they?
Yeah, Breonna Taylor's case.
After how long?
Pushed by the media for sure, because it went right after George Floyd's case.
Yes, and I also heard, that, the family was asking for, were they asking for the warrant? I believe it was a warrant. And they said that they misplaced it or that it got lost somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck? They're just, hiding. They're hiding it. They just want to cover it up.
I think their lawyer definitely is a smart one. And
oh, yeah.
Because, they got the case reopened. Obviously, by the help of the media helped as well, because all the petitions and everything that was pushing to reopen her case, it was a big win.
I like when cases are reopened, but I also want to see these people being, charged and convicted.
Yeah, because I don't think any of the cops that killed her are convicted, right?
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're walking around free. Like, it's one thing for them to open up a case, but then you need to go all the way.
Yeah, because, anything can stop it.
Yeah, they'll find a loophole.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's where they're, where they kind of strive in finding loopholes in the system to save their ass.
Oh, hell yeah. That's all. Honestly, that's all they really care about, is making sure they look good or...
Yeah, it's disgusting. But today we also want to talk about, racism that goes on in to other groups of people. We've got Hispanics. Mm-hmm. Hispanics also take a big hit here. Mm-hmm. Man, where do we start?
I saw Mexicans trending this week because, a lot of people, I'm not going to lie, a lot of Mexicans are racist, and that was, the majority of why it was trending on Twitter, because some Mexicans are definitely racist.
Yeah.
In any race, there's going to be people that are racist towards other people, right?
For sure.
But yeah, I saw Mexicans trending, and I was like, this is interesting. But I definitely agree with what I guess people were mad that Mexicans were bringing up the cases of the ICE detentions during the whole Black Lives Matter movement. I guess people thought that
they were trying to,
overpower the Black Lives movement, and I don't think that we were trying to overpower it. I think we were just trying to make it known.
Yeah, I feel like this is a time where we obviously see a lot of issues.
Yeah.
And we want to bring them to light. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that one issue is more important than the other, because it's not. Yeah. And the people that say it is, it's just, they're incorrect, because all these problems that are, huge, they affect a bunch of people and they are wrong. And so it's more so, I think, bringing to light
everything. The whole Black Lives Matter movement, I think, just put everything into perspective for everyone to see,
for everyone, because these groups of people, we see what's going on within our race, but then bringing up something else allows them to be aware of someone else's case.
Yeah.
And seeing the relations and connections that they have, so they're like, wow, we have something in common. Mm-hmm. Let's work together.
Yeah, for sure.
And then make some change.
It's all about unity. It's all about trying to fix these problems together. Because without each other, I don't think we have a really good chance. We have to be united.
Definitely not. And the government wants people to be divided. There's so many divisions across, wealth and people that are poor. There's so many divisions.
Yeah.
Educated, not educated. You know, races. There's so many divisions. So when we find a sense of unity, we can. There's a lot of power.
I definitely think this was like a way to try to get, like you were saying, like the government to divide us, was to hold, like try to say that Mexicans are trying to bring these cases up to overpower the Black Lives Movement, and not at all. That's not. I think they're both simultaneously important.
They are, and I wish more people would understand that part. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, if you look at the ICE, detention centers where they have, these immigrants caged up, it's disgusting, honestly.
Thousands of kids,
children, women, they have very, very poor hygiene. They're not offered any basic human need products or things.
They literally have them sleeping with aluminum blankets. I mean,
No ventilation. Literally cages. If you look them up, you'll see they look like dog cages.
Yeah, and they're all bunched up and crunched in like a hundreds of.
And there's
in a
sicknesses
cage.
that go around there. No treatment. So imagine all these people that are dying.
Yeah, especially during this pandemic. Like, they're not 6 feet apart. Hello.
At all. And then women and children getting raped. No officers on duty being held accountable at all. They're saying that it's okay.
And then
what?
Them losing a bunch of, like, thousands of kids.
1,500. Twice.
How does that happen? I don't understand how you lose a quantity of kids like that.
I think it's so... I don't know. It's so they really want people to believe that they lost that amount of children. Lost.
Come on now.
You guys know that there's like a human trafficking ring, right? If not, there is obviously. It's all covered up. There's a bunch of, politicians and government people, that are involved. And these children are being put into either killed or being put into these human trafficking rings. And it's so sad. I mean, you don't know where they're being taken. You don't know if they're just being sacrificed, if they are, their organs are being used for the black market, if...
they're being used for sex.
Yeah. For prostitution. Just killing them off or using them as slaves. All of this is happening, and there's no...
And it's happening.
There's no media.
It's happening with all those lost kids.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so I read this this tweet. So apparently during the whole Black Lives Matter movement, everyone was focused on that, which we should, right? But Hillary Clinton went to court because she had cases of human trafficking. Like what?
The people that some of you wanted to be your next president.
But it was funny how
no coverage.
And that happened during this whole time.
Yeah. They used it just to, get her off the hook.
Yeah.
And she didn't get charged, right?
I don't know what happened, but I mean, come on. Nothing happened to her. Maybe she had to pay a couple mil. But that's nothing to her.
It's nothing. And it's insane because there's so many people like this that are involved. And when even this own president, you guys, Trump, was involved in those scandals. And he had his friend Epstein. Oh my god! You guys,
yep. Thank you, Anonymous, for that information. By the way, because
there's even a documentary on TV or Netflix.
Yeah.
About Epstein. Epstein.
Yeah. That's just.
And it's disgusting. Young girls. Young minors.
I mean, just talk about all the psychological effects that's gonna have on them.
Yeah. They were forced. It's
horrific.
Just gross.
It's sad.
Yes.
It's
gross.
I mean.
It's really sad.
I mean, it's crazy that powerful men take advantage of
white
poor
men. These men are white.
Oh yeah, that they take advantage like that. Minorities, poor, and they're they have their own target audience.
Oh yeah,
poor minorities. Because I don't know, what?
Because they're easy to them.
Oh yeah. Oh,
you know, like they're like, okay, who's gonna miss you?
Yeah, basically.
If you're gone, who's gonna miss you? Who's gonna worry about you? Who's gonna try to find you?
It's sad though, like this whole
They can easily, basically, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but they can easily just make your identity disappear in a way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because they have so much power.
Yeah.
They could do
Erase your records.
They could do anything.
Erase trace.
Everything. Like erase anything to do. Like they take your whole family. I mean, they could literally anything. They could do anything.
Make them
That's
disappear.
the thing. That's the thing. Literally, whatever the fuck they want,
they
could do, and they could probably get away with it.
That's the worst part. Get away with it.
Which is unfair. Because they should be held accountable.
Oh, yeah. They should.
And they're not. I mean...
So many people in this world should be held accountable, and they're not.
But yeah, I think, obviously, all these people deserve to be in jail, pay for their crimes, pay for what they do to these people, pay for what...
And not be given just, like, bail. What the fuck? Bail? No.
Come on.
Just to let them go?
They easily can pay that off.
Yeah.
But, like, they should definitely... I don't know how, but definitely pay for their crimes.
Everybody that's responsible.
For anything fucked up that they do.
I mean, they have people locked up and convicted for simply witnessing a crime or just having weed on them.
Mm-hmm.
For how many years? And then these people get, what? Nothing?
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like, weed is now legalized. So why are people that have been convicted of crimes with weed still in jail?
Still in there.
Why? But hey, your president walks around freely as he human traffics kids.
Right? And no one cares. And there are people that still want to re-elect this dude. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Is there any, like, good candidate for presidency?
I don't think so because, you know, all these people, they can talk and they can say, oh, you know, I'm great. I'm going to do all this for you. I promise that I'm going to be better. But in reality, you don't know what their intentions are, and they can't, you know, they're surrounded by these people that are just going to support all these bad, malicious things, and they're going to want it to move forward.
Yeah, I said this on the last podcast, but I definitely stand by this, that our whole, like, government, our whole system, it was built upon genocide and criminals and all this stuff. I definitely think that we need a new government. We need a new system. We need it. Because this one isn't working.
It's not. And, you know, everyone sees that now, but, you know, they still want to try and brainwash all these people.
I don't see how you could fix all the shit that they've done, honestly.
You can't.
I have no idea how. That's why, like, I think... You
just need to exterminate it all and start from scratch.
Exactly. Honestly.
So aliens, aliens, can y'all come?
What's up? Y'all come over here. We need
some
y'all.
help.
Because it's like, I can't possibly think what they could do to make anything that they've done just a fraction of it better. I don't see it.
They're passing these bills and these laws that are just honestly repeats, like modified repeats of what we heard before, but there's no really crazy drastic change.
Yeah. And if there's no change, things are going to continue to happen as we've seen in history.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what they do. You know, like people get angry, right? The civilians, they get upset. They get together, they unite. They start an uprising. The government, seeing this, wants it to die down. They wait for it to die down, and they actually help it die down so that the people forget about it or they give up. And so then the government will implement their laws, but not to help the people.
Exactly.
Just to enforce their already unfair ways.
They don't have our best interest. They don't... I don't think they give a fuck about us. I think they only give a fuck about
money,
looking good, money, their image, I guess you could say. But I I don't know. I just definitely think
Their
that
perverted
oh
habits.
don't even get me started with that. But yeah, I think definitely something's got to change to be destroyed. Because our government is filled with a bunch of white men. Like our legislation, people that make our laws. Okay, I'm just gonna like put this is like kind of a topic, but like not really. But like the men that passed that abortions were gonna be illegal. Was it illegal? I'm not sure what it was
Illegal. I think
about
it
abortions.
was. They were gonna try to ban it.
But the thing was that men decided that for women. That's the point here.
Yeah, men. Can I just ask, what gave men the right to decide what a woman can or cannot do? They want to. Okay, there's like that pro-life, pro-choice.
Yeah.
You know,
We can get into that.
That's another topic we can talk about next time. But bottom line is, a woman, it's her body, right?
Yes.
If she feels a need to do that, if she's been through something drastic, if she cannot handle it, and it's before a certain time, before it's developed into something that we would consider to be a life already,
Yeah.
then the woman should have the choice.
Yeah. I don't get why men are deciding that for women at all.
At all. They have no right. What the fuck? Do you have a vagina? You don't. I'm sorry.
They don't. What the fuck? That doesn't make no damn sense.
They don't understand it either. They want to say, no, you guys can't do this. You guys can't do that. Boy, sit down.
But definitely, I think just our government needs to be more diverse. There needs to be more people of color alongside making our laws.
Not just that, but people who have backgrounds and, the experience of being in our level.
Yes. Yes, yes.
The working class. The humble class.
Oh, I definitely agree.
You know what I mean? Because most of them are rich. Come on.
Yeah.
Most of them,
And they don't understand us. And they don't want to understand us.
Yeah. They're not actually a part of their communities that they want to represent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we can talk about so much racism going on for all races. I mean, Asians, Muslims get targeted as being terrorists. Women that wear the hijabs, they get targeted, and it's ugly. And most of the people that do this, I'm not going to say all, they're white. Because we do have people that are racist, like you said, from other races.
Yeah.
But
yeah, definitely. Definitely want to talk about what's going on in Mexico, because I feel like that's a definitely relevant topic. So if you guys don't know what's going on in Mexico, I think a week ago, so June 12th, Giovanni Lopez, he got into police custody, by the way. You want to know for what?
For what?
For not wearing a mask. Police literally detained him, put him in the car. They took him to jail.
And someone called, by the way. Someone called.
True.
And reported it.
And put him in jail for not wearing a mask.
Like, can't you just say, hey, can you please put on a mask? Or if you don't have one, I'll give one to you.
Yes.
Right? So simple. There are simple solutions to the issues, and they escalate, and police, with their not so logical minds,
And then in police custody, he was brutally beaten by police.
Yes.
And then he died in police custody. And wow, Mexico
erupted.
It bursted, bro. It was crazy. I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, but like they were literally burning cops. They was making
it's not funny, but like it's crazy.
It's not funny. I mean? It's not funny, but they was making some carnitas out there, bruh.
Taquitos. They was
I'm not condoning that at all, because that's definitely not the right way to go about things.
Bottom line is people are mad, dude. And why? Again, police
brutality. They're pissed off. There was a bunch of protests going on in Mexico City and Guadalajara and everywhere.
Comes to show that this is not just a U.S. thing. Like, it's around the world, and it's insane, you guys.
yeah, it's happening. All these obviously police brutality happens legit everywhere. So that's why like worldwide there's protest everywhere.
And it's, you know, it's really sad to see that even in a country, you know, like your country or a country where, you know, people who are our category, like Hispanics, they're having to endure this as well in their own country.
Yeah, I definitely like how we all came together and protest. Definitely there were some that were not peaceful because it went crazy in Mexico, not gonna lie.
I bet.
I'm not sure if people were... I mean, I can only expect, like, from what we saw at the U.S. protests, that people were beaten by cops, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anybody was killed or anything like that. I haven't read up on that yet. But it was crazy to see... I don't know. It's just crazy to see, like, everything going on. Like, I mean, they were on a whole nother level with that.
Yeah, you know, when people are angry, they will show it.
Yeah.
You know, and like the French know how to riot too. You see them videos, they be setting shit on fire. They go crazy when it comes to this type of stuff too. I'm just, but you know,
it's definitely like, I think the whole thing was for us to come together and fighting together about this issue for sure. So fighting, protesting, like it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter what your race is, but that what your race is, not racist, what your race is, but that we all come together and fight for the right thing and fight to end police brutality.
Yes, because I mean, when you're fighting for this, you're not just fighting, you know, for something to end. You're fighting for your own rights as well. Yeah. You got to understand that this affects you. This affects your future family. This affects your friends. This affects your family. Like this is not just about others. This is about you too.
Yes. And you should be involved.
Whether you are or you're not, you know, the race that's targeted, you're a part of this.
Yep.
And you have a responsibility. Okay.
Yeah, you have a responsibility to fight for your rights and fight for that others get their rights. Yeah. As well.
Definitely. Okay, you guys. So, you know, this concludes our second episode. I know we went back to police brutality, but we feel that we needed to talk more about it. You know, this is a big issue and it's relevant.
Yeah, we definitely enjoy speaking about what we think about it, and we encourage you guys to talk about it as well in your families, in your homes, with your friends.
Please do. And then just to give you guys an idea of what we want to talk about next time, we want to hit on women.
Sexism.
Not hit on women. Oh my God, no.
Wait, no.
I'm sorry, no. The topic of women, you guys, and everything. Women. Oh my God, that sounds so bad. I'm sorry.
Not. We're so sorry about that. Not hate on women. Please. We're going to talk about women.
Oh my gosh.
But yes, so.
All topics, you know, revolving women, you guys. Sexism. We want to talk about gender roles. We want to talk about, you know, inequalities and just the stuff and shit that women all over the world are going through.
So definitely tune into our next podcast.
Yes, look out for that. We will let you guys know on our Twitter. You guys, we have a Twitter.
So please follow us. It's at Yo Hablo Podcast. So guys, have a great day. We hope that you learned something from our podcast, and we hope that you continue to have a good day.
And, you know, we hope that you find that you can relate and share the same emotions we have. So stay safe, take care of each other, love each other.
Respect each other.
And good day.
Bye, guys.